Greetings to all. I am Diana, your guide on this journey of exploration into the science of happiness. Our quest today is to unravel the intricacies of this elusive state of mind, to understand its many forms, and to discover how our actions, circumstances, and mindset shape it. We'll investigate the concept of natural happiness, that innate sense of joy and contentment that seems to come so easily to some, yet remains tantalizingly out of reach for others. Moreover, we'll explore practical tools and strategies to cultivate our own synthetic happiness, a state of well-being that we can actively create and foster within ourselves. We'll delve deep into the fascinating realm of psychology, drawing on cutting-edge research and timeless wisdom to bring you insights and tips that you can apply in your everyday lives. So join me as we delve into the fascinating world of natural happiness and discover ways to enhance it. Happiness is a complex, multifaceted emotion, influenced by numerous factors. This is not just a philosophical statement, but a scientific fact. Happiness is often classified into two types: natural happiness and synthetic happiness. Natural happiness is what we feel when we get what we want. It's that burst of joy after achieving a goal, landing a dream job, or falling in love. It's largely dependent on external circumstances and can be quite fleeting. On the other hand, synthetic happiness is what we create within ourselves, regardless of our external circumstances. It's about finding contentment and peace, even when things don't go our way. This type of happiness is more enduring and within our control. Our actions, circumstances, and mindset play a significant role in our happiness. Research shows that about half of our happiness is determined by our genes, but the rest is up to us. Our circumstances, such as income, marital status, or health, only account for about 10% of our happiness. The remaining 40% is determined by our actions, thoughts, and attitudes. This means that we have a significant amount of control over our own happiness. We can choose to cultivate a positive mindset, engage in activities that bring us joy, and build meaningful relationships. These choices can lead to a sustained sense of well-being and fulfillment. Another critical aspect of happiness is our ability to adapt. Humans have a remarkable capacity for adaptability, which allows us to find happiness even in the most challenging circumstances. This is known as the hedonic treadmill theory. It suggests that while we might get a temporary boost of happiness from a positive event, we eventually return to our baseline level of happiness as we adapt to the new situation. However, the hedonic treadmill isn't a reason to despair. Instead, it highlights the importance of focusing on the things that truly contribute to long-term happiness, such as personal growth, meaningful relationships, and a sense of purpose in life. Understanding happiness is the first step in enhancing it. It's about recognizing that happiness isn't just a result of external circumstances, but a product of our internal state. It's about understanding that happiness is a journey, not a destination. And most importantly, it's about realizing that we have the power to create our own happiness. Various factors influence our happiness, from financial security to purposeful work and relationships. Let's start with financial security. This doesn't necessarily mean being fabulously wealthy. Instead, it refers to the peace of mind that comes from knowing your basic needs, such as food, shelter, and healthcare, are covered. When we're not constantly worried about making ends meet, our stress levels decrease, and we're free to focus on the things that genuinely make us happy. Next, let's talk about purposeful work. Whether you're a CEO, a teacher, or a stay-at-home parent, feeling that your work is meaningful adds to your happiness. This sense of purpose can come from knowing that you're making a difference in someone's life, contributing to society, or simply doing something you love. Remember, purposeful work isn't about what you do, it's about how you feel about what you do. Finally, relationships. We are social creatures by nature, and our relationships play a significant role in our happiness. These relationships range from romantic partners to friends, family, and even pets. When we feel connected to others, we feel valued and understood, which boosts our self-esteem and overall happiness. Now, understanding these factors is one thing, but how can we improve or manage them to increase our happiness? Financial security can be increased by setting financial goals, budgeting, and saving. It's about making thoughtful decisions with your money and planning for the future. Improving the sense of purpose in your work might mean seeking out projects that align with your values or interests. Or it could mean redefining your perception of your current job, focusing on the aspects that you find fulfilling. And when it comes to relationships, it's about quality, not quantity. Nurture the relationships that make you feel good about yourself, and don't be afraid to distance yourself from toxic ones. Open communication, empathy, and mutual respect are key ingredients to healthy and happy relationships. By managing these factors, we can greatly enhance our natural happiness. It's not always easy, but the journey towards happiness is one worth taking. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. There are specific tools that can help in our quest for increased happiness. One of these tools is mindfulness. This is the practice of purposefully focusing your attention on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. By being present and fully engaged with what's happening right now, we can reduce stress, improve our mood, and enhance our overall sense of well-being. It's about taking a pause, breathing deeply, and grounding ourselves in the now. It's not about eradicating negative thoughts, but acknowledging them and then gently steering our focus back to the present. Next, we have gratitude. This is more than just saying thank you. It's a profound appreciation for the positive aspects of our lives, from the mundane to the magnificent. It's about recognizing the good in our lives and acknowledging that much of this good comes from outside of ourselves. Research has shown that practicing gratitude can lead to feelings of joy, pleasure, and contentment. This can be done through simple practices, such as keeping a gratitude journal, where we jot down things we're thankful for each day. Finally, let's talk about positive thinking. This doesn't mean ignoring life's less pleasant situations. Instead, it's about approaching these situations in a more positive and productive way. Believe it or not, our thoughts can change the way we perceive our reality. By focusing on the positive, we can influence our personal outlook and emotional health. Try to catch yourself when you're thinking negatively and reframe those thoughts in a more positive light. Remember, these are tools, not one-time fixes. They require practice and dedication. But the beauty of these tools is that they're accessible to everyone, regardless of circumstances. So let's recap. Mindfulness brings us into the present, allowing us to engage fully with the here and now. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's wrong in our lives to what's right. And positive thinking helps us approach life's challenges with a healthier, more productive mindset. With these tools at our disposal, we can create our own happiness. Human connection plays a vital role in our happiness. We are, by nature, social creatures, and our relationships with others can have a profound impact on our overall well-being. Consider the people in your life who make you feel good about yourself, who make you laugh, who listen when you need to talk, and who genuinely care about your well-being. These are the individuals who fuel your happiness, and their presence in your life is crucial. They remind you that you're not alone, and they provide a sense of belonging that is essential to human happiness. But it's not just about having people around. It's about the quality of these connections. Superficial relationships, or relationships built on pretense and dishonesty, can be more damaging to our happiness than being alone. It's the deep, meaningful connections that truly enrich our lives. There's a unique kind of joy that comes from bonding with another person on a deep level. It's the joy of shared experiences, of mutual understanding, and of the comfort that comes from knowing someone else truly gets you. Now consider the various forms of human connection. There's the romantic connection, the friendly connection, the familial connection, and even the connection we share with strangers. Each of these can contribute to our happiness in different ways. A loving partner can provide companionship and support. A good friend can offer laughter and advice. A close-knit family can give a sense of belonging and unconditional love, and a kind interaction with a stranger can add a touch of unexpected joy to our day. But it's also crucial to remember that not all human connections are positive. Toxic relationships can greatly undermine our happiness. These are the relationships that drain our energy, make us feel bad about ourselves, or cause unnecessary stress. It's important to recognize these relationships for what they are and take steps to protect our well-being. In conclusion, human connection is a complex but essential aspect of our happiness. Fostering positive human connections can significantly boost our happiness. So let's cherish our relationships, nurture our connections, and strive to spread kindness and understanding in our interactions with others. Our life choices can greatly influence our happiness. This statement may seem obvious, but it's often overlooked in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Our choices, or sometimes the lack thereof, play a pivotal role in shaping our happiness. Imagine life as a vast ocean, and we are the sailors navigating through it. Every decision we make is like setting a course, steering our ship towards a certain direction. Our destinations might not always be clear, but with each choice we move forward. But here's the catch: not all choices lead to happiness. Some might lead us down a path of regret, dissatisfaction, or loss. That's why it's crucial to make conscious, mindful choices. Mindful choices are those made with full awareness of their potential consequences, both good and bad. They are decisions grounded in our values, aspirations, and understanding of ourselves. They are not made on a whim or influenced by fleeting emotions or external pressures. When we make mindful choices, we are taking control of our happiness. We are affirming our agency in our own lives, asserting our power to shape our destiny. It's like being the captain of our ship, steering it towards the horizon of our dreams. However, it's important to remember that life isn't always smooth sailing. There will be storms and rough seas. During these times, the choices we make become even more critical. Do we let the storm toss us around, or do we take control and navigate through it? The former might be easier, but it's the latter that leads to growth, resilience, and ultimately happiness. And so the power to be happy lies in our hands, or rather in our choices. It's about choosing to be present, to be grateful, to be kind, to love and be loved. It's about choosing to pursue our passions, to strive for growth, and to never stop learning. Remember, our choices shape our lives, and in turn, they shape our happiness. But here's the beautiful part. Every new day brings new choices. So if you're not happy with where you are now, remember, you always have the power to choose again. By making mindful choices, we can steer our lives towards greater happiness. Gratitude is a powerful tool in our pursuit of happiness. It's an assertion that rings true across cultures, ages, and personal circumstances. Gratitude, by its very nature, encourages a positive mindset. It's like a magic lens that can shift our focus from what's wrong to what's right in our lives. Let's delve a little deeper. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It's an attitude, a way of life. It's about acknowledging the good in our lives and recognizing that the source of this goodness, more often than not, is outside of ourselves. It's about appreciating the small moments, the everyday occurrences that we often take for granted. When we practice gratitude, we're essentially training our minds to become more sensitive to the positive experiences in our lives. We're making a conscious choice to focus on the good, and this in turn helps us cultivate a more positive outlook. Research in the field of positive psychology has shown that gratitude has far-reaching effects. It can improve our physical health, reduce feelings of stress and depression, and even boost our self-esteem. And as you might have guessed, it plays a significant role in increasing our happiness levels. By focusing on our blessings rather than our burdens, we start to see our lives in a new light. We start to realize that despite the inevitable challenges and setbacks, there's still so much to be thankful for. This shift in perspective can be transformative. It can help us navigate through life with a sense of grace and positivity, even in the face of adversity. The beauty of gratitude is that it's accessible to all of us. It doesn't require any special skills or resources. All it takes is a bit of effort and a willingness to see the good in our lives. So why not give it a try? Start a gratitude journal or simply take a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. You might be surprised at how this simple practice can enhance your happiness. Gratitude can transform our perspective and increase our happiness. So let's make gratitude a habit, a part of our daily routine. Because in the end, happiness is not just about the destination, it's about the journey, and gratitude can make that journey a whole lot brighter. The pursuit of happiness is a personal journey, unique to each individual. As we navigate this voyage, it's essential to remember the role of self-love and acceptance. Happiness isn't about seeking perfection, but embracing our authentic selves, warts and all. It's about acknowledging that we, as humans, are works in progress. We'll encounter roadblocks and detours, but it's our resilience and our ability to bounce back that truly define us. One common obstacle to happiness is the tendency to compare ourselves with others. In a world dominated by social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison and feel like we're falling short. But remember, what we see online is often a curated version of reality, not the whole picture. Instead of comparing, focus on your journey, your growth, and your achievements. Another key element in the pursuit of happiness is making peace with the past. Prior traumas and negative experiences can hold us back. keeping us stuck in a cycle of unhappiness. However, it's important to understand that our past does not define us. We can choose to learn from it, to grow, and to move forward. Finally, let's talk about unconditional love. Too often we condition our happiness on external factors, on achieving certain milestones, on others' approval, or on material possessions. But true happiness comes from within. It comes from loving ourselves unconditionally, from finding joy in the little things, and from being present in the moment. In our pursuit of happiness, let's not forget that happiness is not a destination but a way of life. It's about finding joy in the journey, not just aiming for the finish line. It's about embracing the good and the bad, the ups and the downs, and knowing that it's all part of the beautiful tapestry of life. Remember, the journey to happiness is a marathon, not a sprint. So let's lace up our shoes, take a deep breath, and keep moving forward one step at a time. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's not about how fast we get there, but how much we enjoy the ride. We've explored the science of happiness and discovered ways to enhance it. We've learnt that happiness, though subjective, can be influenced by our actions, circumstances, and mindset. We've understood that financial security, purposeful work, and relationships are critical to our natural happiness. We've also delved into synthetic happiness, which we can increase by making mindful choices, expressing gratitude, and contributing to our communities. We've discussed the importance of human connection and how our choices can either increase or undermine our level of happiness. We've considered how physical touch, gratitude, and wise financial decisions can maximize our happiness. We've also pondered on the influence of children, pets, physical well-being, substance use, prior traumas, and life phase milestones on our quest for happiness. I hope this exploration has given you new insights and tools to increase your happiness. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, happiness is within your reach. Until next time, take care.